I am here to change your perspective on self care, what it actually means, and why it's important not only for you, but for 3 generations. Do you ever try to slow down and immediately feel like you should be doing something else? Like there's a voice in your head saying, get up, be productive. Or, like my mom used to say, why are you sitting down when there's so much to do? If those things keep going on in your head, then this video is for you. This isn't just about self care, it's what you've been taught, and if I'm honest, what I've been taught, and majority of us have been taught about what self care actually means. For me, it was modeled as a luxury, a dessert kind of thing, something you earn after every single thing has been done. Every chore, all the homework, the trash has been taken out, the laundry folded, everything you can think of. And because it was modeled to us like that, now you see all over social media where there are people almost rebelling with self care in terms of always getting their nails done, always getting their hair done, bubble baths every night, just lounging around in the house. And while those things are nice and are a part of the puzzle, that's not the entire that's not the entire meaning of self-care. Self-care is also setting boundaries. It's also going to therapy. It's also learning your body. It's also learning like what foods you like. It's also learning what's the best workout routine for you. It might be even following your cycle until you get to know your body and what you like and how certain things are. It's best to do certain things at different points in your cycle. With so many people almost using self care as a rebellion, we are forgetting what it actually means. And it goes back to science because around 5 months, when a woman is 5 months pregnant, if she's having a girl, that baby that's inside of her has all her eggs that she'll ever have. Meaning, there's the mom, the baby that's inside of her, and then there's the eggs from that baby that's inside of her. That's 3 generations in one body, one nervous system, one environment. And when I learned this, it changed everything for me in terms of what self care actually means. Like, I feel like we almost are making the scale imbalanced. Like, we are making it superficial in a sense, and we're forgetting that while it's nice to look pretty, have your hair done, your nails done, and you dress nice, how are you allowing people to treat you? How are you allowing people to talk to you? Are you still people pleasing? Are you still not really expressing how you feel? Are you being a pushover in a sense? Like, we know now that no is a complete sentence. And we know now that it's okay to go get our hair done and our nails done. And like I said, it's almost like a quiet rebellion, but we have to also remember why we're doing it. It's not just for us, because we as women, at least the women who want to have children, are will be setting an example for our daughter. And honestly, even if you don't want any children, when you have a niece, And your girlfriends, you're also teaching them by example. So by you learning that there is another side to self-care that's deeper, not just surface level, then I feel like we will get a better handle on it. Because if we don't learn how to process our emotions or deal with um, certain things that's going on in our lives, we tend to push it out on others. Like there was a long drawn out story about like a guy in an office, and his boss was mad at him, so then he got mad at his secretary, and then she went home and got mad at her son, and then her son got mad and took it out on the cat, and then the whole storyline was like the first guy that started it should have just went home and kicked the guy's cat, because that is how the cycle works. Instead of pausing to figure out, why am I upset about this, or sorry, there was like a really loud car passing with some kind of commercial thing going on. Um, and because of that, I forgot where I was. But on a serious note, self care is not only superficial stuff. I know I mentioned in another video that I don't want my content to just be aesthetically pleasing and surface level, because I feel like the message won't, that's not, it doesn't line up with who I am as a person. And I would not want to portray that. I don't want things to just be pretty. And because of that, this is the point of this video, to let you know that self-care is not only doing your nails. It's not just bubble baths. It's actually the hard work of journaling when somebody pisses you off, and you try to figure out, why did I allow them to get me angry? Is this reminding me of a relationship I had growing up? Do I have nothing to refer this to, like nothing to compare it to? Why is that? Do I need to actually go to therapy? And also learning when to get out of therapy, because there is a point of diminishing returns with everything that we do. If we don't acknowledge to ourselves that, okay, I came in, I did the work, and now it's time to move on to something else. So the point of this video is to break the news to you that self-care is not only bubble baths, it's not just nails and hair, it's actually standing up for yourself. It's actually setting boundaries. It's actually learning how to be a woman and navigating life, and also navigating imposter syndrome, and also being okay with who we are, because as much as biologically speaking we have all our eggs that we'll ever have, and we are setting the tone for our daughters, it's also that we are teaching the people around us how to treat us. And if we don't practice from now to set that example, when a child comes into the picture, when you have your daughter, yes, it's still possible for you to, retrain yourself, because you won't know how you will deal with something until you're actually doing it. But it's also nice to have some practice, and especially coming from a Caribbean born girl who, if there are any other Caribbean women out there, you know that it wasn't easy. I don't even want to get into how it was being spoken to, and it's it's just a lot. Maybe another video will get into that. But let's use this as a reminder that I am not being selfish in this moment. I am learning to stand up for myself. I am learning to be an example. And it's going to be tough because once upon a time I was having a conversation with someone and I was learning boundaries. And what I did was the person asked me something, I sent a response, just like, no, that's not going to work for me. And I just left the message as that. And I started crying because I didn't want to reply to that person like that. And I also knew that this was the point where the relationship had come down to. And if I gave a long drawn out explanation, then I would have eventually caved in. And nobody talks about the hard part of setting boundaries, for example, learning to say no, standing up for yourself, like realizing when someone is taking advantage of you and having the courage to, yes, cry by yourself at home and also telling that person no in in my scenario. What can you do now? Start noticing where you override yourself. Start noticing where you downplay certain situations. Start noticing where your body just starts to feel a little jittery, like you feel like something is wrong, but you don't have the exact words for it. Just, just pause, just notice it. And remember that it's not only about you, and it's not only about your daughter. It's also about the other woman in your life, because as much as we pretend like we have it all together, we notice each other. We pick up on certain things. There are little actions that friends and family members do that we eventually take on as our own and we don't even realize it. So, self care is not selfish. There is absolutely nothing about self care that's selfish. If anything, it's more pressure on us. Because now you know you have a responsibility, not only to yourself, but to your daughter and to your granddaughter. So you are the root. You are the root. And that root, how you take care of it, it shapes the rest of the tree. And I know I didn't really intend for it to like sound so serious, but it is. There is absolutely nothing selfish about self care.